everybody, welcome back to Crafting with Cupcake Kitten. Sorry it's been a while. I did do a vacation recently and then just had to get caught up with other stuff in life. But today I am going to show everyone how to make little kitty ears for yourself since it is October, the fun month to make costumes and dress up. So the supplies you will need to get is headband. I just went to a local Walmart, bought a multi-pack headbands. So we're going to use one of those. Of course, we're going to need needle and thread, so everything together. You are going to need a nice set of fabric scissors. We will need our fabric. I'm going to do black kitty ears again. So I got some fleece black fabric because I always think it's nice and soft fleece. Makes kind of nice fluffy ears. And then I'm going to use white today to make like the center part of the ear. So what we're going to begin with is cutting out our fabric forms. So we're going to cut out 2 triangles of black fabric for each side of ears. Let's see if I can put the camera down to show the fabric a little bit more. So then what I do is usually I take the fabric, I fold it in half, so when I cut, I'm automatically getting both sides of the ears. You can make them as pointy, as round, whatever shape you think looks best for your cat ears. There's one triangular shape. We'll lay that down on the fabric. So, it's probably going to be hard to see because of the black. And we will cut out our second ear. This is not probably going to be a very big pair of cat ears, but I might give these to my niece, so making them a small set. So now we got 2 sets of cat ears, each folded in half. First piece, we got 4 black shapes. Next, we will cut out some white fabric. We'll make the, of course, white triangle smaller than the black triangle so it sits in the center. Make sure fold it against the black fabric so you make it as long as you need to for it. And of course I'm going to cut off the excess in the top part here. Get it as straightened out and even as you want, of course. So we'll take that, lay it down on the white fabric and make a second one. You can just use, of course, obviously any kind of scrap material if you have already material sitting around. Doesn't take a lot of fabric. Like I said, it can be up to you how big or small you make the ears. And we are going to sew the white piece to one of the black triangle pieces. And that's where we'll take our needle and thread. We'll begin sewing. And just start at any corner, any edge. And I tend to do really small stitches in hopes that you can't really see the stitching too much on the outside. It's probably better to use white thread when sewing the white part, but I don't have any white thread on hand, So I'm just working with what I got right now. I'm not really too picky. If you see a darker thread showing through the white right now. Obviously, of course, I'm just going around the whole edge of the white material to make sure it's fully on there. I mean, if a person doesn't really want to sew, you can try using fabric glue to adhere the white fabric to the black fabric, but I just think if you sew pieces together, it holds up for more long-term use. First, you flip it over and you tie off your thread. Otherwise, I usually do it twice just to make sure it is tied off all the way. And just cut the excess thread. And so we have first white piece put together in one square. I'll do the same on the other ear set. And I'll just pause for a second. Alright, now that we are done attaching the white triangle to the black triangle, what I'm going to do is then sew the two black pieces together. And what we're going to do is sew the wrong sides together, so whatever side you want visible in essence later on, you'll put them together. So we'll put black against the white and we'll close it and we'll sew along the whole edge of the form. So once again, we'll take our needle and our thread. So we'll just sew around the edges to close this up. Make sure your thread always stays straight. I don't want it to bunch up and knot up on you. Don't move that over. The thing, you can't really see it. It's near my hair, so we'll try to move my arm placement here. So then once we got it all sewn, the edges here, we're going to leave the bottom not sewn so we can open it up, basically flip it over and reopen it. Then we got the white part visible again on the outside. Now if you just want to leave it as just a thin, soft kind of ear, you can. Or you can take some polyester fiber fill, which is this fluffy stuff you can get at any craft store like Joann Fabrics, Hobby Lobbies, or Walmart's, even Targets, and we'll just put some of that in the center if you want to kind of make a bit of a squishy, puffy kind of a cat ear, because mine are, the ones I have on are more squishy and puffy. I put a little bit of fiber fill in mine, but you can of course, like I said, just leave them the way they were and just sew the bottom shut if you prefer not to have it so puffy. Put a little bit more in. You won't need a lot. They're just tiny ears. Then once you're done doing that, that's when you can finally close the edge on these ones out. Oh, the bottom edge, of course, won't look very pretty and professional, but we'll be attaching it to the headband anyway, so it won't be all that noticeable, the bottom edge. And this is a very basic way to make a pair of cat ears. Their costume. This is for beginners, anybody who hasn't really done much sewing. You might want to push around the fiber fill a little to make sure it's even. But I got a little bit of a fluffier, squishier kitty cat ear. And next I'm going to sew the second ear together and stuff that with some of the polyfill. So I'll hit pause again and we'll continue once I finish off that one. Okay, so I am done sewing together the second ear for the kitty cat set. So now we just have to attach both ears to the headband. Now the headbands I buy when I make these are cloth covered, so they're not just pure plastic. That way you have something that you can sew your ears to. It can be a little tough though getting your needle through, but as long as you find the right sections, it goes right through. You can kind of see. So then you do want to try to look at the full headband. Try to think what you think is kind of a side-ish position on the headband, and that's where you start sewing your ear in that spot, because you don't want, of course, both ears right in the center, right on top of each other. You need to leave some space, and if it helps, take both ears at first and see if like that looks good to you. Move them up, down, wherever you like them. So then, said you will take your needle and thread and go through part of the cloth on the headband, pull your needle up and through, and then you will take it through the cloth of your ear, and basically you'll just keep repeating that, going through part of the headband and going through the ear itself. And you'll go around the whole bottom edge of the ear and of course the fabric of the headband to make sure it is attached to each other. And if you prefer, you can even take the thread all the way underneath, in a sense, the headband, and just kind of make a giant loop, like you see, like take the needle, in a sense, just move it all the way across. So the thread is going right under the band, and then just take it through the fabric of the ear only, not the fabric of the headband. And so in a sense you're creating a loop with your fabric, and that is what's making the ear will be attached to the headband as well. Which that would in a sense work if you did end up using a headband made out of pure plastic, but at the same instance, because the plastic is so smooth knowing it, and if you're looping the thread around the band itself, the ear will probably still shift and move around just because of that smoothness. So I still think cloth covered headbands would always be the better choice to use when making your own kitty ears. Yeah, just see of course. Just kind of looping it around, and I'm just going through a bit of the fabric, the cat ear itself, having it come all the way through the back portion and pulling it through. Plus I like to put the thread, I feel like, at least a little bit through the cloth part of the headband as well, just because it does give it a bit of a sturdier attachment. And it's nice to get a headband that matches the color of your ears, so you can't in a sense see the thread really so much. I mean, if you get though like a pack of these multicolor kinds and you don't, and of course you just want to make black ears, white ears, pink ears, and you have a yellow one, which you could actually do as well, is just take some fabric if you want to make a pure white one, and actually just like take a long strip and just fold it over and then sew it, and then basically make a fabric cover for the headband, so then the fabric would match the ears that you intend to make. And that pack of headbands only cost me, I want to say, $3.88 from my local Walmart, and it comes with 8 different ones, so not a bad price. You could get 8 different cat ears in a sense out of it. And I mean, you can go to, like, you know, Halloween section of a store and probably spend $5 to $7 in just one set of ears. I hear you're spending $3.88, you're getting 8 of them, and then you could end up making 8 cat ears then. Not that a person always needs 8 cat ears, but then hey, you can make it for friends, families. You can be a whole kitty clan, right? Wouldn't that be meow-rific? of course, since you hit that end point, you just want to go, in a sense, through a bit of the fabric, the headband. Just take your needle through, pull it up, get a loop of thread, send your needle through, in a sense. That shows it a little better. And that's just so you're tying it off. So I'm taking it through some of the fabric, just grabbing a little bit there, sending my needle through, have a loop yet of thread, take that, send it through, pull it up, and then we got it sewn off. And of course we just cut the excess thread away. There we have one ear. So next I will attach the second one, so I'll pause that so you don't have to keep watching me do the same thing over and over again. I am now done sewing on the other ear, so there is our finished product. 2 ears attached to a headband. And I can even take these up and display them. Show them off. See? Little kitty ears. No, I mean, supposed to be made them even taller, bigger. Yeah, you can make some bunny ears the same exact way. So, hope everybody enjoyed my little kitty cat ear tutorial today. Please feel free to like, share this video, leave a comment below. Like I said, if you ever have any suggestions of a craft project you'd like me to try to demonstrate and do, please feel free to leave a suggestion and I'll look into it and see if it's something I could potentially do for everybody. Also, give a thumbs up as well if you enjoyed the tutorial. Until next time, have a meow-rific evening. Thank you, everybody.